So what's up guys, Mairusu here, and welcome back to Tier Maker. Of course guys, we had to be back for another tier list. You guys heavily suggested that we do Undertale for another tier list maker video. If you guys hadn't seen a previous one, we did like the Fania gang, the FNAF 80 parody characters. Check it out, link in the description down below. But yeah, Undertale is gonna be had here today, as well as Deltarune as well, because just for your information, I didn't actually make this tier list like I did the last one, and stumbling upon this one, they had the Deltarune characters included, so because of that, we might as well do them at the same time. So yeah, we're gonna get into this here. If you guys want to take this as well, links in the description down below, and go along and do this as well with me. Let me know your results, tweet me at MairusuP, or just tell me in the comment section down below. But we are gonna start with Frisk and the Undertale crew. Our protagonist, the character we control, and the character we can decide the fate upon, the monsters in the underground. Will we be all genocidal, or will we go on our genderless mercy? I really do like Frisk, sure they don't say much, but that's the character we control, and you know, you can decide the monster's fate, and you can do all that jibber jabber. So nice A for Frisk, straight up. Straight up going in A. Right, next character, Alphys, just picking at random here from the Undertale crew. I do like Alphys, but at the same time, not my favorite character. She kind of messes you about. She's like stalling for time and all that rubbish, and I'm not a fan. I'm trying to go home to my mom and dad and, you know, get the heck out of the underground, and she's just messing me about, saying she can help me, but doesn't actually help me. Guys, I ain't got time for that garbage. A nice C, she's going in there. And speaking of Undine, one of my favorites, love both her fights, more so the genocide version. Like the emotion behind that, her determination literally coming out and becoming Undine the Undying. What a moment, you know, she's standing up for all the monsters in the underground, her close friends, all that stuff, and she is using every ounce of her power left to defeat you. And man, she shows it in that fight. It is not an easy battle. I love it, man, I love it. She's gonna go an S, I think. Straight up. Asgore? He's got another amazing fight. Like him destroying that mercy spare button? Did you guys expect that? Like, I sure didn't for the first time. As a character and his personality though, like I love his goofballness. He's very wholesome. But he kind of did go about the whole getting the human souls thing the wrong... He went about that, in my opinion, the wrong way. He kind of goofed up there, right? He's the goofball, and he really goofed up big time in that scenario. He could have done things a little different. He didn't have to do it that way. And because of that, he gets a little lower here. Higher than Alphys, I think. A nice B for him. A nice B. Let's move on to Nastablook. Oh, you can't diss Nastablook. You can. And guys, you know you would totally, if he invited you, say yes to mellowing out with him and listening to one of his playlists on the floor. That would be an absolute session. Because of that, I'll give him a B. Muffet, my girl, one of my favorites. Love her design, love the boss fight. And yeah, you could say she thinks you're a stinge and stuff, but that wasn't her fault. She was told that by a spider crew. Like, guys, give her the benefit of the doubt. She apologizes once she knows what's up and she lets you go. So my girl Muffet, she gets an S. Again, it's that design. Love the boss fight. Wish we saw more of her. But sadly, there's not that much more of her. Flowey! He's a menace, man. I know like his laughs at me. And that final battle still creeps me out. I still have nightmares. He gets an E. He's not a nice Flowey, okay? He is not a nice Flowey. Monster Kid! I'm not really keen on him, no offense. It doesn't mean I don't like him. It's not like I hate him, but I'm not keen. He's okay. You know, he's just like a fan. He loves Undine, you know. He wants to be touched by her. He wants her to breathe on him. All that weird stuff. He gets an F. I'm sorry, he gets an F. Mad Dummy, probably an F too. Not the most keen on this guy. He's blocking our way. Like, get the heck out. What did I do wrong? I can't please you in any scenario, apparently. Unless I do genocide. But still, you get an F, buddy. You get an F. Azrael! Oh, can you diss him? What he's been through, you know? The emotions. It's coming back. Just thinking about it. His story, you know? Okay, he gets an A. He gets an A. Straight up, gets an A. Go, mama! Guys, you've been watching this channel for some time? Like, I think you already know what the heck's gonna happen right now. Kara, interesting character. Very interesting. They're like one of the main things about Undertale. You know, they're one of the first humans. They get adopted by Toriel, Asgore. They become best friends, brother, whatever, with Azrael, sibling relationship. But they get a bit weird, right? They get real menacing. They have some like dark secrets inside them. And then when we see them during a genocide route, they want to erase the whole world and stuff. It's very, very creepy, especially with that jump scares too, when you say a certain answer towards them. They know likey. They know likey. And and because of that, I don't know where to put them. Because I like their concept, I do. They still really intrigue me even to this day. And I'd love to know more about them. Dang, where do I put them though? Alright, yeah, I'll give them an A. Alright, next character, Temme! We all love Tem. Of course we all love Tem. What? Could Tem be an S? Let's just like step back a bit, be a bit more realistic. The hype of choosing Tem then was kind of pushing me towards going on the highs, but now the hype's died down a bit. Yeah, maybe like a B, a nice solid B. Tem, a nice solid B. I love Temmie. I love myself some Tem, I do. Papyrus though. He's a cinnamon roll. He's wholesome. Everything he does kind of doesn't really go according to plan. He wants the best for you. He believes in you. What a friend, man. He gets an A. Next up, Metaton, though. Metaton EX more specifically. Where would he go? I love his fight. I love his character, his personality in both forms. He's pretty much the same anyways, and he's a bit more extravagant in the EX form. Physically more extravagant because, well, he can be physically more extravagant with those awesome, gorgeous legs and whatnot. So he can really dance the dance. And because of that, I'm going to give him... I really do like him. I like him a lot. I think I'll also give him a solid A, I think. Yeah, I'll give him an A. A nice A. He deserves to be an A. 100% A there. WD Gaster. Now this is an interesting one to rank because we don't technically know a lot about him. There's not been actual canon information to be had on Gaster. We don't even know if his name's WD Gaster, I believe. I think his actual name in the file was like Mystery Man, something like that. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. But we don't know a whole lot about this dude. The concept's great and the mystery behind him and how you like eventually see him in the game. Purely random and purely secretive. And that's really cool stuff. And I believe we catch a glimpse of him in Deltarune, or it's speculated to be him maybe, something like that. But other than all that, we don't know concrete information on the guy. And because of that, it's hard to rank him, especially higher up, in my opinion. I'll give him a D. I'll give him a nice D, because I do like the concept behind him and how mysterious he is, but we just don't know canon information. We don't. We really don't. So he's going to get a D because of that. That really does bring him down, in my opinion. But the concept alone and stuff keeps him up. It does keep him up a bit. So, yeah, he gets a D. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. You probably would have put him up higher. But, again, you can do your own tier lists and let me know what you thought and stuff. So, yeah, definitely let me know that. Alright, I think our last one in the Undertale crew is Sans. Sans, man. Love his fight. The music's great, of course. His lore is intriguing as anything. We still don't know much more than what he says. I would love to know even more about him. Maybe Deltarune will give us a little bit more. That would be great, right? I'd love for the future Deltarune chapters to maybe give us more information on Sans and what he's about and what he actually does. Hopefully that happens. If not, then I don't know. But what we've got with him so far and what we've learned, I love it. His character design's great. You know, he's funny. All that stuff. He's a jokester. But yeah, we know deep down inside, he can get real serious when he needs to. And during that fight, we all felt that seriousness, didn't we, guys? I'll put him in A. He's still real high up there. But we're moving on to the Deltarune cast now. And we're going to go and straight up focus on Chris. Chris is a topic, right? It's kind of interesting with the Deltarune crew because we've only had one chapter. We haven't had the whole game. to experience yet what they can fully be like. We haven't fully seen their character arcs yet. So it's going to be quite tough to actually rank these guys. But from what information we've had so far and what we've seen of them so far in Chapter 1 of Deltarune, we're just going to kind of base it off that. So Chris, loving the ending to what happened with Chris. We all did. That shock surprise. Damn. That makes Chris go right up there straight away. I don't know. That's just real cool, man. And I can't wait to see more of that in Chapter 2. Like, what is actually happening with them? What is actually happening? We all straight up say, like, Kara's possessing him and whatnot. But it could be something different. Could be. But, again, the whole we haven't known a lot about them thing. Because of that, B for Chris right now. B. It probably would change once we get the full game. Like, I think we should do this when the full games come out in whenever the heck that game fully comes out, right? We should actually do a proper Deltarune one then. But let's move on to Ralzai. Cinnamon bun, fluffy boy. Do you know what? He's straight. I love him. I absolutely adore him. We don't even... Again, I said because we've only got like one chapter of these characters. We haven't seen their arc fully yet. But just solely on what we've got already, he's up there. I love him. I love him. And that reveal was great. That reveal was absolutely fantastic. Am I the only one who kind of prefers the actual proper design of him, like the white fur? Am I the only one? Susie, though, I think she's a tsundere bear. I do. But still, what she does during the chapter, I'm not the biggest fan. I'll give her a C, I think. Yeah, she gets a C. The king. I don't like him at all. Yeah, he gets his own really bad garbage tier list. The king. I don't like him. What's there to like? He's horrible. You, like, actually spare him, and he still goes after you. What the heck? No thanks. Get lost. Don't like you at all. His son, though, the Prince Lancer, on the other hand. He always reminded me, and I did say this during our playthroughs, like Sans Papyrus Mix. He's quite humorous, you know. He tries to be evil or whatever. It doesn't work. As we see, he kind of ends up joining up with us anyway. Yeah, and all those shenanigans to do with him. He's enjoyable, right? He's absolutely enjoyable. I'll put him in a nice... probably... B? Yeah, I'll give him a nice B. Next up, K round, although I think in this form he's C round? Can't quite remember. Anyway, lovely looking checker piece right here with an adorable doggy looking face. He doesn't... Yeah, it's funny. Him transforming and the whole... Kind of reminds me of a Bowsette situation, right? Gone wrong. That's all good, but... Yeah, he's still kind of low for me. I'll give him the F. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It doesn't mean I don't like them. I'll say that again. If they're an F, it doesn't mean I don't like them. If they're in the king rank, I don't like them. Not the biggest fan. He's getting an E. I'm sorry. Jevil! Jevil. Actually, no, he'll go in an F as well, I think. Jevil! He's got a great fight, right? We learn a little bit of backstory. Apparently, he's been locked up for quite some time. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, he probably like was one of the jesters for the king and stuff. But he kind of went all loony and he needed to be caged. And then he needed to be spanked by us. Although, technically, we got spanked by him many. It's a nice A, I think. Alright, that's practically it. That is my Undertale / Deltarune tier list. Again, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Is it different to you? And if it is, let me know on Twitter at Mairusu. Links in the description down below. But if you want to see more tier lists in the near future, what should we do next? Do I have to keep saying it?